Do you want to map your entire room or apartment or really whatever? You can change it to a dance party. You could play miniature golf and pass through so you can see your entire environment. Or you could run through, literally run, what I did, your entire home playing a version of Super Hot with Passthrough VR. If any of this sounds interesting, and it should, this video is for you because I literally just got done testing this. I thought it was interesting. Wasn't sure I was going to make a video, but I had that kind of another first time VR experience that I thought was fun, interesting, and I wanted to share with you. So we're going to be talking about Custom Home Mapper for the Oculus Quest 2, which lets you map not only a room, but your entire household, or however big your place is, and either play fully immersive VR games within it that the game allows you to, or pass through versions of that will map your room to, say, a spaceship, and the windows will be your house to still move around and shoot things with. It's really fun, so let's get into this, and if you like this video, let me know, because I want to cover more content like this, but I want to know if it's valuable to you, so let me know down in the comments. Anyway, though, you will find Custom Home Mapper on Sidequest, so very easy to find. Now, Custom Home Mapper does cost money. I believe it was about $7.99. Now, Sidequest will take you through the entire purchase process. It's very simple, where you will download the APK file and install it via Sidequest. If you don't know how to use Sidequest to set up developer mode or use it at all, tons of other YouTubers do amazing videos on that, so do a quick YouTube search. I'm not going to cover that here, but once it's installed, go to your unknown sources, launch it, and that's really where the fun begins. The setup is pretty easy. Now, step one, and as I go through these steps, I'm going to give you some of my experiences with them as well. Step one, you're going to trace the exterior perimeter of the spaces where you want to play in. Every closet, every bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, every single part can be your player if you want. And I ended up doing every single room in my house. I can confirm a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, the kitchen, and a living room has all been mapped, and it worked pretty flawlessly. Now, I will say, when I say the word flawlessly, that was probably the wrong word, because there were some hiccups. Now, anchor points are something you're going to have to use in there. It's something that marks kind of two spots that are unchanging, so if there's any issues, the game can adjust accordingly and still know where everything should be. I did find placing anchor spots a little difficult. It took me about 7 or 8 tries to really get that dialed in. Once you do, it worked pretty flawlessly, but that is something I noticed. Additionally, my tracking kept going out, and this was not... I have windows everywhere. Lighting was good, no direct sunlight. I don't know why that was happening, but going into the developer tools and turning off Guardians completely, that worked flawlessly. For those who don't know how to do that, just enter developer mode, which you should have already been in if you got this installed in the first place. Go into your headset, hit settings, go to the developer tools, and you can turn off your Guardian there. It's pretty straightforward, and I did find that a best practice to do, but after doing that, it worked out pretty well. Step 2, mark out individual large objects like couches, beds, desks. You can basically create anything with 3 simple clicks to basically tell this game where all your furniture is. That way you're not running into it. The program will remember your custom setup, any high scores, any detailed apartment creations. So the good news is that you only have to set up all this once. It will save it. Once you're done with those 3 steps, that's kind of like the lowbrow, you're done. At that point, you could have just mapped one single room, made it aware where your couch is, a desk, and a dresser maybe. But you can go even further with tons of prefabs, tons of different tools to just really create unique pieces for your home that make it feel like you're really there. So I thought that was cool. Once you do this, you have this laptop that's right in front of you, and from there you can basically enjoy different environments and games. I'm going to run you through some of the ones that I played, and also the note, you may have noticed this from the setup. These videos that I'm going to show you are not mine. I did recreate every single thing you're seeing in these videos to confirm they worked, but for privacy reasons, I'm not going to show you my entire house. I think that's fair, and I think you'll understand. You can do some just environments, like I opened up a dance club, and I thought the dance club was super fun to be able to see my house through the window, basically, and if I reached through it to, say, grab a beer, then my hand went through the pass-through, so I thought that was pretty cool. You can also play games, though. I played tiny golf, where I'm basically playing putt-putt around the house. It's a pretty simple version, but it's both single-player, multiplayer, and AR mode, so what that means is you could basically be playing it in full VR, just mini golf throughout your house, walking around as the courses change in front of you, Or you could have a pass-through mode on. So for example, if I made just a rectangular room for a living room, if I look out the living room door to the kitchen, I can see that in full pass-through. See my wife walking around, my kid, all while I'm playing mini golf, and I thought that was really fun using my house as the course, and it did work as advertised, so I thought that was pretty cool. Another game that I did end up playing that I thought was very fun, they're calling Ultra Toasty, which is basically their version of Super Hot. So when time moves or when you move, everything else in the game then moves as well. It's basically super hot. But this one really was where I had the most fun. I mapped this to my entire house. Actually, I think for this one, I only did the kitchen, living room, and one bedroom and a hallway. And I was running around my room, or my house basically, dodging furniture because I told it where everything was. As an enemy spawns in front of me, as I look up and a gun's falling from the ceiling. So I grab the gun. I can see the room, I can see my bed and everything, and shooting guys all around it. It was a really trippy, unique experience, and I can go on and on. I think there's about 8 or 9 different games within this. There's, I think, 8 or 9 different environments. There's online components. You can build with each other. There's a lot to this. Is it jank-free? Absolutely not. I did have quite a few resets that I had to do. Sometimes rooms would warp a little bit and have to do a little reset that the game provides you to make everything align again. So it definitely wasn't flawless, and of course it does cost money outside of Sidequest. But I think there's these things, like we're in the early days, right? We have a Quest 2 that doesn't even call her Pass-Through, and they're using tricks of the trade that make it not all distorted, right? And even then, this experience blew me away, and it really made me understand where things are going. I used to think virtual reality was all about escapism, and I wanted 100% of the time an experience to eclipse my personal surroundings and just put me in the game. But as responsibilities keep increasing, as the world keeps moving outside of VR, there are times where being able to game but still see the real world, it's kind of amazing. And I can understand where mixed reality, augmented reality, and virtual reality are all going to meet in the future, and things like this just blow me away. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you end up trying it. I think there's going to be lots of troubleshooting that may need to be done, so if you have questions, I can try to help in the comments, but no guarantees. But that's it for this video. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Peace.